Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll be learning about navigations. Before starting network, I thought this was important, and my friend Eddie is asking me. So we'll be learning about navigations in our application, right? So what is navigation? Basically, moving from one page to another, like from login page to sign up, from sign up to home page, and so on, right? So for that, there is a very important thing which we need to know, and we already know, which is called a stack view. So for importing stack view, we need to use Qt quick controls. So we'll be using that import Qt quick dot controls, right? So what is a stack view? It's basically a stack like where we can put one page above another, right? So for example, let me open my whiteboard. So let's say this is our application. Let's say this is the window application. First of all, we have a login page, right? Let's add all the pages: login page, sign up page, and home page. In the home page, there is sidebar. In the sidebar, there is, let's say, some tabs like let's say dashboard, statistics, admin, and so on, right? So like this. So first of all, we will be facing the login page when we run the application. The first page that should show up is the login page where we have a form and a button. After that, when we there is also an option like if you have not registered yet, click on sign up. So when we click on this, instead of the login page, we will replace with the sign up page. And in this sign up page also there is similar thing like name, email, password. And if you already have an account, then click on login and then the submit button, right? So login and sign up, we can always move from one to other. After we have logged in and signed up successfully, then we have to fix to the home page. Here we have a logout button. If we click on that, we will again be redirected to the login page, right? So otherwise, what happens is there is a sidebar and there is this right side content. So this content will change depending on what we click here, right? So we'll be learning that in this video. So you will be a bit more clear how to work with your Qt application, right? So anyway, let's start. For now, we will be building very simple pages, no fancy stuff. For because this is not the concept. Like designing is not the main part of the video. Learning is. So one page will be called login. Simple login.kml file. Let the application load. Yeah. So this will not be an item. Let's make it a page, right? Because a page can have a header and footer. So for that we have to import qtquick.controls, right? So here we can have let's say in the page, what we do is we have anchors.fill parent first of all, or we can do that from outside. Let's see. The page should have a background. The background will be rectangle, and the color will be let's say black. Or yeah, for the login page, let's say the color is black, right? And after the background, we have content item. And let's say the content item is a label, or instead of that, let's forget that. Let's just simply add a label in the center. So we'll add a label and say anchors.center in parent, and this will say login. So here we will say text is login, and the color by default for label may be white, but still we have to enforce that. So the color is white, and below the label, let's make it a column. Yeah, but for that we need to import qtquick.layouts. So the column will be the center, right? And spacing of let's say 10 or 20. So it has two things. The column should have two things. It should have a label and it should have a button. The button will redirect to the or let's say we have three buttons. One button will have the text, let's say login. The other button will have a text sign up. I hope you are getting me. Sign up instead. And let's have on click signal here. So on clicked, we have to do something, right? So for that, let's add backend helper. Add new C++ class. Call this backend helper. And include QML element. Include that. Include Q object. We will also add Q QML, the singleton thing, right? Let's place the header file, and we will say QML singleton. So we don't need to create an object in the UI. We can directly access. Let's add a queue property, public queue property, because property is directly accessible from the UI. So it will be an integer and the value will be current page, right? It should autocomplete, right? Let's see. Okay, let's see why it's not completing. Just a minute. Yeah, now it's. I think there is a slow issue here. So yeah, the name will be current page. And if you see the set current page, so I click on save. Qt has fixed this issue. So set current page is properly named. But anyway, we can directly access. So we have to right click here, refactor, generate missing queue property members. So all the members are generated, like the getter, the setter, the signal, and all this stuff, right? So yeah, the current page property will be updating, right? So now let's go back to login.qml. So when you click on login, we have to go to the home page, right? Now let's for now we will not be using enums, but we can do that later, or we will do this later in this video only. How do I scroll down? Yeah. Yeah. So now what we will do is we will see set numbers. So for example, if the current page, if the current page number value is 0, then that means we are in the login page, right? So if the current page number is 0, that means we are in the login. If the current page number is 1, that means we are in the sign up. If the value is 2, then that means we are in the home page, right? For now, let's only keep three things. Default is 0, which is login. Then 1 means in the sign up page. 2 means we are in the home page. So we will be using this property, right? So when you click on login, when you click on the login button, what should happen is you are logging in, right? So you have to go to the home page. So what we will do is we will do backend helper. But for using backend helper, we need to import the module. Let's see what the module name is. It's called navigation. So we have to import navigation. Yeah, right. So what will happen? Okay, let's do this here also. We also need navigation there. But here also we have to import navigation. Now what we will do is we will say backend helper dot current page equals 2. So what will happen is 0 means login, 1 means sign up, 2 means home. So what we are doing is we are saying hey, user logged in, redirect to home page, right? So yeah, otherwise if the user clicks on sign up instead, what will happen is we will change the backend helper value, the current page value. We will say the current page will be equal to 1 because 1 is the sign up page. So we are saying move to sign up page. If you got my point, if I just click on build, you will see that it's colored properly. Let's let it build. Okay. Yeah, it's colored properly now. So login page is done. We also need a sign up page and we need a home page, right? So add new QML file, sign up. We'll call this sign up. Sign up. Just copy everything from login here, right? But here instead of login, the label will be sign up. And here we can move to, and this will be sign up. So the user is clicking on the sign up button. So again move to home page. Otherwise click on login instead. You will understand what I'm doing, right? So we are moving to 0. Move to login page. Now what will happen is let's say initial item, but before that we need to create components, right? So we will create a login component. ID will be login page. Now create a sign up component. ID will be sign up page. And we need another file called home, right? It might be a bit confusing now, but don't worry. We will learn everything very soon, right? It will be clear now. Just wait. Again, this will be a page, and here the button will be simply be logout. So on clicked again logout, and remove this button. This will be our home page. Yeah. So now we have three things: home, login, sign up. So in the main.kml file, what we do is we say home. We also create an ID called home page. Right now, what we need to do is this tag view. This here we have all the actual content, right? Actual page loaded here. Now which page should load? Initially login page, right? So initial item will be login page. Now what we will do is we will say connections target backend helper, and we are targeting the function or we are targeting the signal. What I am doing, just observe carefully. I am saying on current page change signal, like when the signal is fired, I am just listening to the signal, right? There is a signal current page changed, like when we click on this equal to 2, right? You remember, right? In the login page we set the value to 2, value to 1. So when we change the value, this signal is changed, right? We are saying notify, so we are firing this signal. So this signal is fired. Now when this signal is fired, when we emit this signal, when we fire this signal, we are saying, hey, listen to that signal. And when this signal is fired, what we will do is if backend helper dot current page is equal to 0, actually triple equal to is better. If it's equal to 0, then let's give it an ID of stack view. So the stack views current page should be login page, or instead of this we can just say stack view dot replace login page. So whatever the page is, doesn't matter, change it to login page. Otherwise, sorry, else if we had changed the backend helper current page value to 1, if the value was changed, if the value was changed to 1, that means we need to show the sign up page. So I'll say stack view dot replace sign up page. Else it means we have changed the value to 2, right? So if the value was changed to 2, show the home page, right? So let's see, let's run the application once. Don't worry too much. First of all, just remember initially login page is shown, right? Just think of this like this. Initially login page is shown, right? So as you can see, there is a, okay, logout login instead. Wait a minute. Yeah. I should have created a component, right? Instead of simply adding login, I should have created a component. Otherwise, what will happen is this page itself is appearing, right? Now it will not appear. Now it will only appear when we replace in this tag view, right? What's happening is this, if it's just like creating a rectangle. So if you do this, it will be visible, right? The color will be red. It will be visible, right? If you don't want it to be visible, if you only want it to be conditionally rendered, wrap it in a component. So this is not visible by itself, but it will be visible when it's pushed in this tag view, right? My bad, I forgot that. So this will be sign up page. So wrap this thing in a component so it's not visible by itself. Otherwise, what I said, this is basically like writing a rectangle. It will always be visible, right? So yeah. Yeah, now these three are in a component, right? So let's run the application once and see. So yeah, if you see, initially we are in the login page, right? So first of all, we are in the login page. So the backend helper property current item is 0. So this current page value is 0 initially, right? And we are in the login page. So as you can see, this text is login and it has two buttons, login and sign up instead. So if you click on sign up instead, you will see we are moving to the sign up page, right? Now the current item value is 1. So this current page value, this value is 1 now, right? So we are in the sign up page. Here also we have two options, sign up or login instead. So as you can see, we have two options, sign up and login instead. If you click on login instead, we again move back to the login page, right? So now we are back to the login page. Now if you click on login, we will see we are in the home page, right? This is our home page, and then we have a logout button. So now this value is 2, right? So if you click on logout, again we'll see we are back in the home page, right? So this is how to navigate. Now in the home page also, let's work on sidebar thing, right? So in the home page, what we will do is we will have a sidebar, and then the right side we will have more pages. So let's do this. So we have a row layout, and we will say anchors.fill parent, or let's say width parent.width. No need to fill the parent directly. So we'll say width parent.width. Yeah, and spacing of, let's say 50. Here we have two things, right? The row layout. How do we move here? Yeah, just a minute. There is an issue with my pet tab. Yeah, I think working now. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, what happens is we saw that we had three pages: login, sign up, and home page, and the stack view where we replace the page, right, based on the current page value, which is 0 or 1 or 2, right? Now in the home page, what we will do is we have a row layout. So we are now building the home page, right? Come on, man. Yeah. So now we are building the home page. So we have a row layout. So the left side will be a column, right side will be any stack view, something, right? So left side is a column, right side is a stack view, and the whole thing is inside a row layout, because row layout aligns items side by side. Column layout aligns item top to bottom, right? So first row layout, so items are side by side, and then column, and this is a stack view. So yeah. So row layout, the first will be column, layout dot preferred width, let's say 200. The first item will be a button. Actually, let's make three or two buttons here. Make three buttons. Text will be red page. Then copy this. Then blue and then green, right? And the right side will be a stack view. And we'll say layout of fill with true. Layout of fill height true. So instead of width, we can just say anchors.fill parent. This way, right? Now the column layout will be layout.alignment, q.align top. So it's in the top of the left side, right? Now let's see in this stack view. Let's call this home stack view. Initial item, first of all, let's add some components here, right? So component, ID will be, let's say, a red page, and let's make it a rectangle, right? No need to add pages here, just add rectangle, color is red. Similarly, blue and green, right? So instead of red page, it will be blue page, color will be blue, and green page, color will be green. So initial item will be red, right? Now on clicking on the rect page, what we will do is we can do two things. Either use backend helper or make a global property here. We already used backend helper previously, right? So this time let's add a property, current page, right? So we can do two ways of doing this thing, right? We already used backend helper. We can also add another property, but let's add here. So current page is 0, right? What we will do is on clicked, current page, again forcefully make it 0 because red means 0, blue means 1 in our case here, and green means 2. Now here what we will do is we will say, because we have a property, there is a signal called on current page changed. What we will do is we will say when the current page changes, stack view, or if current page is 0, then the stack view should have red page, right? Dot replace red page. Otherwise, else, if the current page is 1, then blue page, right? So home stack view dot replace blue page. There is an issue here, I think, with Qt creator. The left arrow is not working properly. Otherwise, home stack view dot replace green page. So yeah, let's do this thing. So click on sign up, click on login, it doesn't matter, right? Now in the sign up, click on sign up button. So we are in the navigation thing, right? So red page blue, when you click on blue, we are replaced, click on green. So this animation thing we can obviously remove, right? So if you remember, there is a stack view property, push enter, pop enter, just make all of this null, right? So in our case, because we are replacing, right? We are replacing, so replace enter, replace exit, all will be null. So replace enter, null, exit. Now it will be more clear. So click on login, homepage, red, blue, green, right? So yeah. Now anyway, let's add another button called logout here. So then we will be back in the login page, right? So the text will be logout. On clicked, backend helper dot current page equals 0. So again move back to the login page. So set the current page to 0 in the backend helper. So move back to the login page, right? Anyway, so let's run the application. What was the learning here? The learning was this connection thing, right? So whenever this signal is fired, that means the current page was changed from the UI or from CVP, anywhere. So then we are handling this thing. Click on logout, again login. Yeah. So anyway, this is how navigations work. I hope you learned something, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care.